Welcome back.
Because you grew up in America, because the overall stands for freedom and liberty, private property. You know how Superman loves private property? He wants to a whole fucking bottle. So Ben Shapiro watched the new Superman movie. I've never actually done a video where
Ben Shapiro watched and misunderstood the entire Superman movie, I'm assuming, because look, I'm not a Superman hater. I'm not a Superman fan. The new movie has made me more of a Superman fan, but personally I never liked the Boy Scout that much. I never hated him. I feel similar to him as I do about Shazam, but I feel Shazam is a bit more relatable, as Shazam's weakness is Shazam, and Shazam doesn't insult me, because who's going to look at a small child and go, yeah, that one's the big muscly man running around in the leotard? Whereas, come on y'all, who's going to not notice Clark Kent and Superman? You comb over the hair, you take off the glasses, and boom. But like I said, I'm not a hater. I like the idea of a more or less God falling to earth and choosing to do the right thing no matter what. And whoop. Okay, you were not a friend. And for some reason I can't run, so.
So I watched the new Superman and I have many thoughts. This video is sponsored by what do you think? We're not sponsored by that company. We're sponsored by a different company in this video. Later on, he mentions how he hates that he was a famous Superman movie. And I know that he's using the video for this movie because it is the movie. But like, fucking come on. It's so good. Are you kidding me? It's so hard, dude. And it's like, I like the movie. It's fun. It's kind of a kid. Gordon's wife is charming. It's not a movie about liberation. It's real calcium. There may be references there in here that you have politics on the brain. But other than that, I really don't think there's that much of this there. That is not my overall opinion.
Superman is literally an illegal alien in every sense of the word. He is an alien who crash landed on Earth and never registered being an alien on Earth until he was like exposed. In every sense, he is more an illegal alien than anyone ICE is currently going after. But we all know they wouldn't even try Superman because they know he would kick their lily ass. I don't know, y'all. It's a fun movie for kids. Let the kids have their fun movie and stop being asshats about it. I mean, honestly, if you want to be media literate, cool, because Americans need that. But if you're just going to be deliberately ignorant, just sit out the conversation. You know what I mean? It's why I've sat it out for the most part, because I haven't seen the movie, and until it becomes, air quote, free to me, I'm probably not going to see it, because, nah. Again, nothing against it, it's just, you know, not my bag. I'm much more gritty, funny, dark, like The Boys, and movies such as that, shows such as that. That being said, I don't think Superman needs to be gritty and all that. Then, if Superman went into Gotham City, he would pack in every villain within a day. If Batman had to face off against Superman's villains, if he had prep time, he might survive. Might being the imperative there. Ben hates poor people. Ma and Pa Kent were down-home farmer folk, Ben. That they weren't in-depth thought critics. They were just farmers. Again, please, I beg of you right-wing assholes, read the media. Read it. Understand it. Yeah, as a typical viewer coming into the media, you shouldn't have to do homework to enjoy the media. But as someone that's going to critique it, you need more than a surface level knowledge if you're going to critique with any fucking skill. As I say, to my knowledge, and I have only surface knowledge, but since Superman's on his journey is finding a message from his biologic or real father. Which leads into the Fortress of Solitude, which kickstarts the whole actual Superman mythos as opposed to just the all shucks boy. Okay.
So then from here we see in Superman number 53, this sort of similar deathbed origin of Clark's dad. His mother died first. That is the thing that happens a lot in these early Superman origins. It's not necessarily the death of Pa Kent, but really just the death of his parents in general, with his mom dying first. Clark grew into manhood, his mother died, and then finally his father, and then that's when he says, no man on earth has the amazing powers you've had. Use them
Yeah, because the original mythology for them and a lot of detective comics were just, look, there in the night, look up in the sky. It, it's like how a lot of the old school TV shit that people like to reference on, oh, I wish it was like that. You mean when everything was a commercial? Because Leave It to Beaver was simultaneously a shopping ad for home goods products, as well as a tobacco ad, as well as your local toy ad. They basically just stuffed ads into all the shows. So, I mean, there are things with, like, actual origins to them, but most of your origins go right back to, like, buy my bullshit. So, in a lot of ways, old becomes new, new becomes old. 'Tis the circle of grief. And Crypto's a good dog in every iteration I've seen. Even when Crypto was supposed to be, like, troublesome, he was still very endearing. He's doing a crime. He's a puppy and there's no one to be able to discipline him because, hell, dude, the reason big dogs and little dogs get bad training is big dogs get bad training because people are scared to discipline them. Little dogs get bad training because people don't want to hurt them and are scared to discipline them. Also, they think, oh, it's a little dog, what's the danger? Nerve damage, dead children. There is danger to little untrained dogs. Not to mention they can be a real menace to, like, other animals as well. It's why, regardless, you should always try to train your animals. I'm not saying they need to do tricks, I'm saying at the very least come, heal, stay, things like that.
action, but he doesn't deal with people's emotions. I feel like that is pretty interesting about the character. I feel like I know so much about the character. Now, alright, here's the thing. Ben and I are talking about different things. Ben is talking about, I want information about the character. I want to know this character's backstory. I want to know this character's real name. I want to know this character's origin story. Whereas me, I'm like, I just want this character to feel real in this universe. And he does. And that's enough.
And you have all these superheroes who are wandering around. You never get any information about them that makes them interesting or sympathetic or even particularly cool.
What do you mean they're not particularly cool? Again, I point you to Mr. Terrific. The most stoic character in the movie, given the most charismatic action scene. What a cool idea. It is like the definition of cool. You don't know anything about them. I feel like you know a lot about Guy Gardner and how egotistical he is. Ben wants a Wikipedia entry about the characters. He wants to know their real names and backstories and histories and who they like and who they don't like. And that's when he'll know that they feel real. I just want them to feel real in the universe. I like it.
But you don't know the motivations of any of the villains except for Lex, who turned out to be really kind of jealous of Superman because Superman has superpowers, and Lex is like, I'm really smart, and Superman is really strong, so why do people like Superman more than they like me? Which is a pretty boring motivation.
Remember how you said you liked 1978 Superman? Remember how I keep insisting that you really need to see the movie clip compilations? Is it possible you've never seen Lex Luthor pop up in any of those clip compilations? Because that's kind of like his whole deal, man. That's kind of like Lex Luthor's whole deal.
Lex Luthor's such a petty bitch that he gave himself cancer in order to possibly cause Superman an inconvenience. I mean, that's canon. Look it up. It's in the clip art. They're in the Superman DC universe. In one of the advanced series after Supergirl and Justice League and all that's introduced, Lex Luthor ends up getting cancer. And Superman arrives and Lex bitches him out as the doctor's telling him, oh no, Mr. Luthor, what it is you've been carrying around this kryptonite with you, and kryptonite is radioactive. It's not only harmful to Superman, it's harmful to everyone. That's why Batman keeps it in little containers. That was both for his convenience and safety. It'd be like if somebody hated someone so much they carried around something that would give them cancer. I'm smoking cigarettes to give you secondhand smoke. That kind of shit. That level of petty is how petty Lex Luthor is. And again, I'm not a Superman fan. You want to call me out? Feel free to call me out. I genuinely know secondhand about Superman for the most part. And honestly, Ben Shapiro's just outright annoyingly self-righteous, like, he is so wrong, but he thinks he's so right, is making me want to go back and read some of the Superman stuff. I mean, enter in right now a red ad for our local library, where you can read Superman, Batman, a variety of DC comics, both in their large format as well as in their digital form, if you so choose, because they do have a digital library option, with admittedly limited, but still options of having audible books as well. Now, not the Audible name brand Audible, but the audio read to you Audible, I should specify. But yeah, y'all, check out your local library if you haven't checked them out in a while. They are very cool. And currently in need of funding and assistance. Trust, they are in need of it. They were in need of it while the Democrats were in office. Now that the anti-intellectuals are in office, you betcha, they've already gone to war with the library system. Help out your local library, folks, is what I'm saying to you. Because if you don't fund it, who will? Why is this dude creeping on me? I do not want this Enderman's attention. Damn it! That's why I hate the fucking Enderman. Having to look down and try to avoid making eye contact with that self-fucking... I almost said self-righteous again. Well, not self-righteous, nervous Nelly. I feel like a lot of Enderman's, like, freakiness comes from they're so scared to be seen that they, like, freak out and murder whoever sees them. Then again, that's probably me mixed. God dang it, why is it following me around? I don't want to deal with you. Leave me alone. Frustrating ass, not NPC character. God damn it. What? No. Ah, shit. Okay, one, it's probably about to cut my stream, but two, damn it, I hope